This time is the final time that I'll be saying goodbye. Last week was just a fluke because I had to quit the game unexpectedly because, well, not unexpectedly, but quit the game because it lagged, and because of the performance and how it is at the moment, that's why I can't play it that much. So, I'm going to say my final goodbye and make the final plans. I might not go around the whole map, just to avoid the lagness. I'll just go over my brief sections. I might be shutting down all the production though. I don't know yet. But I hope you join me on my last journey of this early access playthrough, and we will be doing the underground and the above ground challenge only again in the full version, so don't worry, you get to see them. But for now, we're just going to do this. The video, I'm not going to tend to make it that long, it's going to be about half an hour, and then hopefully we'll be hopping straight into Field of Mystria. So without further ado, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, something like that, on the video, and let's go into the game. Let's go. And so it's kind of laggy. Let me just go in the safe spot here. Don't lag, don't lag, don't lag. On the try and avoid the waterfall section. I'm just moving into a safe spot. I'm moving into a safe spot too. Please, just don't lag. Right, well, going down. Right, here we go. Don't look that way. We're going to stay here because I've been safe here. Anyway, the plan is here. We're gonna have a production line over there. That's where the plants are. Is now gonna be all fuel lines. Across that hallway, down past Lima, right at the back there where the conveyors are. That is gonna be where my that's gonna go to Victor. Now, across there will be conveyor belts for all fuel. Not necessary. Maybe not all fuel. Some of the fuel will be going across to the elevators to deliver them elsewhere. I know I said I will never use the elevators, but not in early game. Early game I will not be using them. Late game I will be. However, I probably will maybe use them in another game, depends, but whether I have all the production going over there or not. I might try and, I want to try and use the conveyor belts over there first, and then maybe late game I'll push it through the elevator, so all the copper and bars will be through. I might just do it through the elevator anyway. Anyway, I'm staying around this area because the performance is much better in this area, so that's why I'm staying in this area. It can kind of work, so yeah, unfortunately for that. I don't know. Right, in the Victor area, I'm not decided what I'm going to do yet, but there are quite a lot of production that I will need to do, but I might try and see about making parts for stuff in Victor area. I can look at the map. So like all these parts, making all these parts, except for the fuel will not be done. So that bit, so these will not be done either. Unless I need it for something. Unless I need it for something, then they will not be created. But all these 5 here will be created as fuel. Same with, this is going to be fuel. This is going to be fuel. And this is going to be fuel. But that is not going to be created in the fuel section. That is going to be created in the planter section. With plants in it. So there'll probably be branch coming off there. Now, the dead helmet will make it harder to start because obviously the fuel is not going to be there. You have to dig up plants, which I'm so annoyed about. But as soon as, well, I don't know if it's harder or easier. I'll have to find that out when I come to play it. So we'll see about that. So we'll start with the fuel, and then when we unlock the freshener and planter, the planter is going to be made in the probably in the bees. Obviously, the production will, where I'm planning to do the production, won't be in the areas where I'm planning to do them first when I first start out. But in late game, when I've nearly locked everything, I will obviously move stuff around, especially as things require more resources and all that. That is where I'm going to start moving stuff around and kind of like moving all production around and putting them in certain spots. All the power will come from the water wheel section, and maybe some will come from the elevator section as well. The blast drills and smelters will come from the water wheel section. There's a big mass there, and the other side will be copper. I think that, I'm not sure, I think they're going to move all the ores around or add more ore veins so you can produce all this stuff. I don't know. But I don't like the idea of moving production that much. I like to keep my production where it is. That's why you got sandbox mode, even though it doesn't work that way in sandbox mode. If you choose the Techtonica map in sandbox mode, you still have to get the stuff done. And unlock them, which is so annoying. Yeah. Anyway, back to the plans. There will be the mass production of sand will happen in the brand new biodome desert. Some sort of desert, Sahara desert or something. That is where all the glass is going to be made. Sand and glass. However, I've got to keep the I'll go and keep the production up pretty high. Or I might not have glass made there. I might move it over to another area. Depends if I can keep the sand under control. So yeah. We've also got now the other thing is the one thing that I will struggle is keeping everything from backing up. That is always my struggle. So I'm gonna hook up glass into several. I think what I could do. What needs to use glass? Well, I know one thing that needs to use glass, and that is that. That needs to use glass, so the glow floors need to use glass. I would like them if they could add some glass walls and floors, and you can use glass for them. So this fan only needs to use glass. I thought this one needed to use glass. Oh no. So it's just this fan. The fan and the glow floors need to use glass. Yeah, there's not enough. Okay. So there's not enough production to use glass. However, there might be some new stuff coming in the full release of the game, which I might not know about. So there might be some more uses of glass in the full release. And we're also going to have a long stack filter. No, I think it's just a long stack insert. I'm not sure it's going to be whether it's going to be a long stack filter insert. What else needs to use glass? And we're going to have a Mark II planter, finally. And we're going to have a yellow and green one of these. I'm finally liking the colours. I requested, because I think like, well, if they're going to add a new biodome and that, I did say it would be nice to have some different colours. And they are going to add 2 new colours. I think there's the amber or yellow, and there's a green one, or it might be orange. I don't know. So yeah, nice. I'm guessing the Mark II will be made with the advanced circuitry, and that means all the advanced circuitry will have to be started quite early. Except for this one. This one hasn't got advanced circuitry, but all the rest have. So, here we are. Like this one. This one. I can't wait. I will see if I can make advanced circuitry area, but one thing is, something like this, I don't know whether they thought about something like this, and these, making so many of them, with so many parts. I know there's a secondary area where you have to unlock in Techtonica to make these, but it depends how they work, you see. I can't really make an actual plan of anything, but one thing I can plan is where the planters are going to go, and where the fuel source is going to go. So in the future, I'm going to have the planters in the right elevator section, and all the fuel making stuff, including possibly the mining discharges in the Lima area. Actually, I'm not sure. I think the mining discharges might still be going to the water wheel area for a quick transit, but it depends, because yeah, I think that might be an idea. I will still use the conveyor belt that I want to use, because I really like to make long conveyor belt systems. Still, that's what I like to do. And I don't, so not everything will use the elevator because it's gonna be like cheesy. But I might use the elevator for some stuff, for like a bypass filter to lower traffic, maybe, I don't know. So like if I notice something's clogging up and something else needs to use that resource, I could like bypass that one and go up the elevator and use that for that, so it keeps it flowing maybe. So we'll see. But another thing that is also going to be the problem is making sure that because especially with production, if something gets full, that will then start to clog up the areas. They are redoing they're going to make, I think they're going to make a Mark II container. I'm not sure they're making a Mark III container as well, but especially Mark II and Mark II one where you have bigger storage, so I might place some of them down. Or, they're either making a Mark II or they're making this one smaller and then the other one will be bigger. I don't know. As for equipment, I hope they keep the laser pistol because I really love that in the game. I love the beat in there and that, and I can't wait to fly around. Flying will make it so much better. As for PTX-ray, I haven't got really any plans for that. I might just use that as a warehouse, maybe, for certain stuff. But means there are going to be an elevator. This big base I got at the very top, where I'm seeing the nice lights, I won't be able to go over to the side. However, that is a lie. I can go over the other side because the reason why I might not be able to go where the elevator is, but I can go where there's gaps in the thing. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of gameplay. Also, I'm thinking about doing a 24-hour stream of this. When the game fully releases, I'm doing 24-hour stream, and it will be starting from 9 PM and end 9 PM next day. I don't know whether I'll start 9 PM or 9:30. I haven't decided the actual time yet, but I will be starting then. But however, but I have got work on the day that it releases. But don't worry, I'll be home in time for when it releases. But I won't be playing it until after it released. About 3 hours later after it released. Because where I live is, I know I can calculate time where I live to where they're releasing the game. So 1 PM, it'd be 4 PM their time when I come to play it. I will hopefully be recording a video. If the performance is that good, I might record a video and edit and render the video on that same day. And then try and get it uploaded to YouTube or the following day. Anyway, basically I will be starting from scratch. There'll be some new resources and all that. But the new resources that will be required to get the elevator going, I will not be making the mass production of them. No. I just remembered why are they missing here. I don't know why that was missing. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you join me on November 7th at 9 PM, where I'll be whizzing through the story of Techtonica for 24 hours. However, I'm not going to speedrun it. I'm still going to take my time. But I'll be, especially with the new map. When the new map comes out, I'll be exploring the new map in my own time. I'm not going to be a speedrunner. No. that can be the speed run can be done afterwards because on a new game playthrough. But at the moment, I'll be exploring it again for the first time, and that's why I don't want to play it. So from today all up to November 7th, I will not be playing Techtonica because I want to have have a good enough break of this game to then finally come back to it and then experience a whole new game playthrough. And you gotta admit, the elevators that they're adding, I think it's a bit too cheesy, especially at the start of the game. It's like you're already going to speedrun through everything by just using elevators. To me, my whole point of exploration is being able to mold through the ground and make big long conveyor belts and then experience everyone through there. So my main playthrough, I'm going to be doing that. So if I'm not doing anything, I'm going to put my plans. So, I will try and mold through that. I hope the devs should let us because it's what we can do. We should have a free way to build and mold through new areas. So I'm going to mold through there, get a conveyor belt, big long conveyor belt system through there. I think they will do it maybe with the monorail. And then I'll use the elevator later. However, the big wall chunk where Victor is, I think that should at least stay so it covers the elevator. But I don't want to see a bold elevator in the way of this. So like this wall here where they're putting the elevator in Victor, the elevators don't line up, by the way. But where this wall is in Victor, something similar, Victor, that's going to be gone. So like part of this wall is going to be gone. That means there's less fuel, and not only there's going to be less fuel, it also means that it's not possible. It's like you're going to have I gotta say the elevator does look nice and look at it, but I don't want to look at an elevator just sticking through the wall. It just looks a bit, no. Anyway, unless I'm yapping, I think I'm done here. Obviously I can't make a full plan of everything because there'll be certain stuff going through the elevator. I did plan sections, but I was able to plan sections a while back in the day to create stuff. Obviously I'm going to have a base building area where I'll have all the steel, all the concrete and everything being made there. Is concrete made through sand or is it made through... No, the concrete is made through the powder, so... You know what? I would love to see a big limestone pit. You know what? I would like to see. This could be another map in the future, another biodome in the future. After after full release, I would love to see a limestone pit where you can harvest limestone forever. No, you know what? A limestone cave where you have water dripping from the ceilings and it just takes out limestone. But then I think that's like almost like erosion, isn't it? I don't know. If they can create something like that, that'd be great. But I will be digging out a lot of limestone anyway, so maybe don't increase the limestone too much, but make it so. I'm going to screenshot what I've achieved. There you go. That's all what I got. However, I cannot screen. I might come back and screenshot my whole factory just before the full release. But I'll do that off stream. But then if it lags, I don't have to deal with lag. And you also got everything on my video of what I've done. So yeah. And I hope there's going to be no flipping million errors or bugs. Because I would really like at least all the serious bugs to need to be solved by then. Also, one other thing before I go, if a dev watches this, I want these programmable. I want the glow blocks to be programmable. That's the one thing I will request. I want to use them for something special. Anyway, enough of me yapping. I'm going to leave this now. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I upload a video. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye YouTube. Bye bye. Bye YouTube.